Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for day 2 of the Lynn City Soccer Tournament, kicking off our season here on Channel 15. We've been away for a long time. These teams are finally, I guess you could say, doing really meaningful stuff because there were no state tournaments they hadn't played in a long time. They got an abbreviated schedule when they finally came back, very abbreviated. But it didn't lead any place. They just finished out the season. Some of the schools or leagues had what they call cup tournaments. They would have a tournament among their teams in their league. So we're underway. St. Mary's in the blue and gold. Lynn English in the white. Kerry King, the head coach for Lynn English. Mike D'Agostino, two long-time coaches. Both have been around for a long time, both very successful. I know it's Jack Mancanello in net for English. I believe it's Jacob Garino in net. They list 3 of them. They kick it deep. English lost a few from last year. And they lost it out of bounds. English will get it almost right in front of their bench, right next to it. We go back to the old soccer rules. As we just saw, you can use your head. Couldn't do that last year. If the ball goes out of bounds, you can throw it to the net, kick it to the net. They brought back, soccer is virtually back to its old ways. English trying to tip it back. They tip it into the English bench area. St. Mary's will get the throw in. They get around, trying to walk in, trying to throw it in front. It's knocked away by St. Mary's. Good rush by English. The centering pass, they had a white shirt out in front, but they couldn't complete the pass. St. Mary's finally kicks it deep. And a little climbing of the back. They tip it ahead, knocking it deep. Hustling to get around the defense, but then the defense covers up, knocks it out. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Coming from the near side. And they kick it off the side of the net. Never got a chance to make a play on it. And Mancanello will get to kick it away. Jack Mancanello, we become friends. They list him as a junior. I think he's been the goaltender for English for like 12 years. He's a good one. He's got a great leg, as you just saw. And now St. Mary's kicks it out of sight, up in the seats. St. Mary's gets knocked down. That was Cade Cornell trying to keep English away from the ball and let it go out of play. They kick it deep. Down the near side. They knock it right to the net. That was Ryan Frere with the long kick. Ryan was a big part of the St. Mary's baseball team that won the state championship for the second straight year. He started out as an outfielder and came back and did a great job at first base. They blew the whistle. I don't know if he carried it out of bounds. He made a nice little shift over the far side. I apologize up front, very difficult to pick up the numbers from long range, especially with the sun shining right in our eyes. So they have to be virtually right in front of us. English broke it up. And maybe he kicks it away. English gets it back. This is the first of two. Lynn Classical and Lynn Tech will play the next one. That's that annual family affair. Eric Jr. Moreno, father and son, are the coaches of Classical and Tech. And they do battle here every year. There was a few times they won't get to face each other in the final. English, again, with the throwing, you couldn't do this last year. They got a head on it. St. Mary's clears it away. They tried to get ahead, they kicked it out of bounds. Anthony Gomez. They kick it back to Mancanello and he boots it away. There's his leg right there. He kicked that about 60 yards or more. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. The ball didn't go out of play. I don't know if it's illegal to kick it that far. I guess it did go out of play because St. Mary's going to kick it in. I didn't see it go out. St. Mary's couldn't keep it in. It just sliced out of play. Right past the St. Mary's bench area. St. Mary's trying to keep it alive. Pass a little bit behind. Good defense. I think it was Kano Lopez. It could have been Dario Gomez. I think it was, I'm going to say Kano Lopez that made that defensive play as they were lining up a shot. They let it go all the way through. St. Mary's tipped it by. English putting it back in play. Broken up by the Spartans. And nice takeaway, but then they lost it to Cornell. Axel Vasquez, or Velasquez, excuse me, will put it in play. He got a foot on it, popped it a mile up in the air. Headed away by English, headed back by St. Mary's. Tipped, Nobody really getting control right now. St. Mary's finally gets it, starts it back, and pass is picked off. I think that was Danny Lopez picking it off. Lopez gets it back, bangs it off St. Mary's. Pass too far ahead. Now St. Mary's bangs it out off English into the English bench area. No score here in the early going. First round of the boys. The girls are in the book. St. Mary's trying to make it an all St. Mary's final, boys and girls. St. Mary's knocked off English. They'll be taking on classical in the championship round. After this game, it'll be classical and tech boys. And then championship round and the consolation round will be played in both divisions on Saturday. Starting bright and early, 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. They kick it deep. Carino will come out of the net and play it as there was a St. Mary's player going after the ball. He's got a pretty good leg. He hit that a mile up in the air. Headed away by English the other way. And English lost it out of bounds. They go very quickly with the throw-in. It hit St. Mary's on the back. And English finally takes it away, but they lose it out of play. Now they're saying he pointed first the other way like it was going to be English's ball, but now it's going over to St. Mary's. Now they change it again. They give it to English. That was his first point, was to English. Then it looked like they changed it, was giving it to St. Mary's, then they give it back to English. But well, it winds up with St. Mary's with the ball. Off the back foot, they lost it. St. Mary's gets it back. And they kick it out of play. Deflected toward the net, English clears it away. Nobody's really had what you call a scoring opportunity. English got close a couple of times, but St. Mary's knocked it away. Now it gets kicked way out of play over by the scoreboard. English will put it in play down deep. We pause as both teams make substitutions. So the throw in from deep on the far side. He fanned on it first, but then got it and knocked it away. English trying to knock it back. St. Mary's takes it away. English gets it back. Trying to walk in, waited a little bit too long to maybe get a shot off. And it got broken up. Deflected, it goes out. And let's see who they're calling off of. They're calling it off English. coming to the near side, cutting it back to the middle. Long lead pass, broken up nicely by the English defense. Cornell pass broken up. Lopez got a piece of it. This is the first time in a long time these teams have had a couple of weeks to practice, maybe play a scrimmage. Everything else was on hold, waiting to see if we could play.
Attention please, if anybody has lost a cell phone, please go to the concession stand. Again, if anybody has lost a cell phone, please go to the concession stand. Thank you.
Cornell will put it in play. For the Spartans. Head of the head. They knock it ahead. Trying to walk around. There's the defense again with a nice play. And again, that's Lopez. Just slid, never let him get the shot off. Hustle shift by Freer. Rifles it out in front. English got a piece of it. Cornell knocks it to the near side. Pass knocked away. Straight up in the air to the far side. They're not going to be able to save it. It's going to go out of play. Trying to center it, headed away by English again. Cornell picks it off. They drop it back for Freer. Did a good job keeping it in, but then it got knocked out, and they're calling it off St. Mary's. St. Mary's fairly young. They only have 6 seniors. English only has 3. English has 5 freshmen and 3 sophomores. Out in front. English content to just kick it away deep. Now the long shot. Mancanello makes the basket catch. Got a good look at that one coming in. And he gets another booming kick off English's leg, out of play. He keeps getting those kicks away. We're going to have rain. Tip ahead, tipped again. St. Mary's trying to center it. Goes to the far side. Mancanello, there was a St. Mary's blue shirt there. Mancanello got there first and just punched it away. He didn't want that blue shirt lining up a shot, especially since he was way out of the net. Sullivan gets it in play. And he gets knocked out again. It'll be a corner kick. I believe it's Bermudez taking the kick from the near side. Everybody milling around out front, picking a partner. Knocks it deep. St. Mary's got a head on it. Good effort. They got a head on it. High bounce. Mancanello went up in the air and made the save. That's the first almost goal that we've had from either team. Might have been Nicholas Miller who got the head on the ball. Now we got a whistle for contact against St. Mary's. English will get the free kick. Halfway through and counting this first half, no score. Opening round boys version of the Lynn City tournament from just outside the 30. The free kick up and coming. And before we do that, we just passed the halfway mark, and we're going to get a timeout. So English, nothing. St. Mary's, nothing. Just past the halfway mark. Now we'll get that free kick from just outside the 30-yard line. They lost a couple of yards on the kick. It was at the 32. They're going to put it at the 34. They get it to the net. It just went over the net. Carino went as high as he could. When it went over his head, he said, "Oh, no." And then it was high over the net. What a great kick. Line shot. And Carino said, "Thank you very much." It went over the net. They knock it deep. And St. Mary's gets it by the defense. They got 2-on-2. Trying to walk in. They slip it out in front. They take the shot. They knocked it over the net. Good bid. Nice passing. They set up a scoring opportunity. Just a little too much leg. I don't know if that was Connor Hamill. Well, a great rush. They beat the defense, pushed it by, dumped it out in front. They had a good opportunity, and they knocked it over the net. And Mancanello can use that right foot again. Headed by St. Mary's deep. English is going to get there first. They let it go out because they can get a corner kick. I thought. I guess English touched it. If they let it go, it was going to go out. I thought it got touched by St. Mary's, but then English touched it again. And we got a whistle for. I guess there was contact, or they were out of play because English is going to get the throw in. Headed away. English keeps it alive. Trying to knock it deep. They knock it off. St. Mary's out of play. Right in front of the English bench. A two-way battle. It winds up going off English. St. Mary's keeping it alive. Now English takes it away. And winds up with St. Mary's knocking it out of play. Almost like a picturesque night here at Manning Field. All the trees in the background that you can probably see over at Pine Grove Cemetery, and nothing but big puffy clouds up top with a space of a couple of patches of blue sky. It's The sun has finally come back. It was out behind the clouds for a long time. Now it's sneaking back in. If we look to our left, we get blinded. You have to look down. You can't look up. As I say that, the sun gets even brighter. From long range, English out in front actually got a piece of it and tipped it. Hank and was going to go get it and kick it away. It winds up with St. Mary's getting it, trying to come back, trying to make the pass. St. Mary's knocks it out of play. English will make a substitution. English gets loose. St. Mary's got a piece of it, knocked it away. They're calling it off St. Mary's. They knock it to the net. Garino plays it on a hop. And he'll kick it away. St. Mary's only has a couple of seniors, but their goalies are a sophomore, a freshman, and an 8th grader. I think the sophomore and the freshman got a little bit of work last year in that abbreviated schedule. English punches it ahead. Cornell knocks it away. Knocked deep to the middle. Cornell broke it up again. Walking in, great save by Garino. It's still loose. It's still loose. Bouncing around. It finally gets deflected. No one could get control of it. They got a great shot on net. Garino made the save but left the rebound. And there was like 3 white shirts, 3 blue shirts. Everybody trying to get a crack at it, trying to knock it in the net. Nobody, by the time they finally got it, it got knocked out of play by English. That's really the closest anybody has come. And the ball gets headed out. These rules drive me crazy. They headed out, it went way over to the far side, so naturally the kick comes in from the near side. Cornell takes it away, clears it up. Freer with it. Knocks it very deep. Mancanello coming out of the net. He actually knocked it off his own player. He knocked it off Lopez, and there was a blue shirt hanging around, but they couldn't take advantage. They're betwixt and between. Should we let the defender take it? Should we let the goaltender take it? See, Mary's looking for a shot. It gets deflected out. They lined it up. English blocked it. St. Mary's will get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. We got a whistle for something. There was a little extracurricular activity going on. Referee's talking to a couple of players. They were bouncing around trying to get position. They kick a ground ball, deflected away. English trying to clear it. St. Mary's she pulled it away. They got him out in front, and the shot just went by the far post. I think it was Freer that drew the ball out. He outfought a couple of defenders. He slipped it out in front, and they had probably more than half the net to shoot at, and he missed it to the far side. It might have been Sullivan. So English got a break there. English will kick it out. 10 minutes and counting left in this first half. No score. Hit it to the far side, tipped to the middle, knocked away by English, and it's cleared away. St. Mary's coming back. English tips it away. St. Mary's took it away, kept it in play. They're coming back. They knock it to the net. Mancanello fell down, gave it away, and they couldn't get a shot off. He went as high as he could, got a hand on it, knocked it away. If that didn't take that high hop, St. Mary's with an open net. Mancanello came way out, got a piece of it, just kind of knocked it down, and it was laying there, I believe, for Sebastian Prado. And it bounced a little too high. He couldn't get control of it, and it wound up getting knocked away. Headed away by English, popped up. St. Mary's not going to be able to keep it in. English will get the throw in. Coming just shy of the English bench area. And now it goes into the bench area, and they'll throw it from there. Cornell knocks it away. And we get contact. English ran into, I believe it was Prado they ran into. Now they're calling it the other way. English is going to get the contact free kick. A little closer than they were the last time. They put it on net, drilled it on net, but drilled it high over the net. And they do the same thing here again. Might have been a field goal through the uprights, but it was way up in the air and well over and beyond the net. Out of play. They got way too much leg in that kick. I'm trying to tone it down a bit. Headed away. English trying to keep it in. St. Mary's collects. Gotta go back and get that pass. That one's up with English taking it away. Trying to walk in, couldn't. Bodies go down. From long range again. Solid shot, but too solid. High, wide, off to the right, over the net. Off the foot of Velasquez. 5 minutes and counting left in this scoreless first half. They knock it deep. English knocks it away. Headed back. English can't control. Kind of a funny bounce. Freya takes it away. It got knocked off Freya. English will get the throw in. Well, slowly. Velasquez came up too far to throw it in. Pass is picked off. Freya winds up with it. Pops it up. Deflected away. St. Mary's keeps it alive. Tipped in front. Loose. Still loose. Bounce loose. I thought they might have called English for getting a hand on the ball and knocking it away, but they called St. Mary's for knocking English down. They knocked Lopez down. That was a case of the ball was loose, nobody could find it. Now they're talking to, I think Freer was one of the captains, they're talking to him about something. Mancanello, again, boots it away. It goes very deep. Carino will come all the way out and play it. And he doesn't bother kicking, he throws it up. So he had it, lost it out of bounds. Couple of nice passes, broken up by the St. Mary's defense, knocking into the English bench area. Deep, popped up, and he knocked it out of play. St. Mary's will make a substitution. Two minutes and counting. The clock is now shut off. Last 2 minutes, they put it in the hands of the officials down on the field. That went off St. Mary's, I believe. English will get a corner kick. Coming from the far side. Again, everybody milling around. Everybody pick a partner. They get it up out in front. It gets deflected. English couldn't get a piece of it. It was bouncing up in the air and finally went out off English. Closing moments of this scoreless first half. A nice little crowd here, which is good to see. It's nice. Everybody can get out. Everybody milling around. Everybody playing. Hopefully turning the corner, getting things back to somewhat normal. Hopefully these kids can stay in school full time and get their proms and graduations and clubs and their plays and musicals and sports. Not have to do it remotely as they blow the whistle ending the half. That remote just didn't work because you couldn't get all the kids doing everything they were supposed to do by any stretch of the imagination. So both teams had not a lot of chances. Both teams had a few, but it winds up just the way we started, dead even. St. Mary's nothing, English nothing at halftime. The players that made their way out to the field and were set to go. We'll see if we can decide this one in the second half because we couldn't do it in the first half. Still 0-0. English will put it in play. Normally, you play this game, the next game you play would be Saturday under normal circumstances. But now instead of that, a couple of these teams, the classical girls who played last night and the English boys, and I think the Tech boys, they're playing next. They'll be here tomorrow night. They get right back into it very quickly. And then they'll be back here Saturday for consolation and championship rounds. So we're very quickly getting into the thick of things. And we're doing it in the normal way. So Harris gets the free kick. Right in front of the English bench area. That got tipped and just went wide of the net. That didn't miss by much. The kick was there, and it got a little bit of a tip, and it just missed going inside the near post. Sneaking up on me is Rich Avery, who was the custodian for Manning Field and Fraser Field. And Rich, I know it's like getting started. We're like back in the full swing of things, but at least we're back in the full swing of normal things.
It's great to be back. Yep, we're in full swing. Hopefully it stays that way.
I noticed, I was going to say, we got a baseball game going on at Fraser, but it's Fisher College, who most people don't know. They've made a few great contributions to the Fraser Field in the city of Lynn. They used to play basketball at the old classical high and softball at Breed. They donated a lot of time and money and stuff, and they're a great friend to the city of Lynn. So it's nice to have them, but it's nice to have these kids back on the field, people in the stands, school open, and we're doing it the normal way. We're not playing all the sports in the same week.
Yeah, it's nice to get back to some normalcy. And you're right about Fisher College. They are what I call a model tenant. They're excellent with whatever they do.
So they've been here for a long time. John Kasayan and I talked to them. I guess they call St. Mary's offside. They tipped it off the crossbar. We were here for a all-star party, a game, and the coach, who was the athletic director at the same time, then said, "Wouldn't I love to be here?" When we said, "Well, what do you do?" They were going to Haverhill from Boston for their games and practices, and when do you play? We're all done by the end of March or so. We said, "You can come here."
Yeah, we actually just finalized a 10-year extension on their lease for Fraser, so we're happy with that, and they can continue to be a model.
They're great partners.
Yeah, great partner.
Yeah, it's a good organization. They brought a couple of years ago. They brought teams from Georgia and Tennessee and stuff in here, so it really helped the city. Rich, you do a great job here. Everybody said John Cassion's leaving, he can't, we got nobody to replace him, but you're like John Cassion too.
John Cassion Jr.,
Yeah,
that's me.
yeah, you're doing a great job, and
Thank you.
especially the last season where it was like 12 seasons in one. You had to keep, and anything, people don't realize that if a game is canceled here, there's 10 teams playing here. How do you squeeze it in? You gotta squeeze something in, you gotta find a spot.
Yeah.
That's not mentioning football either, and all the other sports.
Right, yeah, we have 10, in the fall, we have 10 soccer teams, 5 football teams, a field hockey team, youth football, and whatever else we can get in here, right?
Yeah, the flag football is going full tilt. And somehow you find room to coach little kids baseball too.
Yeah, I try to keep myself busy, I guess, right? I'm only young once.
You're worse than I am,
Yeah.
for God's sake. Right? Your wife sees you less than mine does.
Oh, yeah, I leave early in the morning and don't come back till late at night.
I walked out yesterday to do the games for the first time in a long time. My wife celebrated. She threw a party.
Yeah, I would have celebrated too.
Congratulations on a great job.
I'll see ya.
Rich Avery was a terrific gentleman. What a great job he does. It's not easy lining up all these teams, getting them to play games, and as I mentioned, when you just talked about it, 5 football teams, 10 soccer teams. They now have a flag youth football. They have Pup Warner football. They have a adult soccer group that plays. I believe it's Sunday nights. This place is going like 24/7, and he does a great job handling all of it. And not only that, but he's great to work with. You know, you want to make sure you're dealing with somebody who has a great personality, a great sense of humor, and he just takes it in stride and does an outstanding job. He's terrific to work with, and I'm sure he's been terrific to work for as well. St. Mary's gets there first. Freya was saying, I could have had that and brought it back. St. Mary's knocked it out. Taylor Coylan throws it in. Waiting for him to break out. He had a great year of English. In his shortened season, and especially the year before. He's an outstanding player. St. Mary's hustling it back. They leave it. Try to pass it ahead. They get knocked away to English. They clear it away. Over the line, trying to get a head on it and keep it alive, and knocked it out. Thrown in quickly by Maroney. St. Mary's gets the loose ball, knocks it ahead. Nice little shift, trying to center it. English gets there first. Good idea, but there was nobody there to get the pass. And English clears it away. Coriolan gets the pass back, pushes it ahead. And he gets bumped. They're not calling anything. Maroney, Coriolan making contact. English is looking for a takedown, maybe a penalty shot. Instead, they're not even getting the ball. They're calling it out off English. Maroney kicks it away. Tried to knock it deep and went off the heel of the St. Mary's defender. Out of play. They were trying to send Coriolan deep. Ailman throws it in. Ailman kicks it deep. Cornell trying to get there first. He booted it away. Luckily, he booted it away from the net. Sort of kicked it over his head. Coriolan will throw it in. Headed away by St. Mary's, and Coriolan will get to do it again. Now it won't be him. It will be Ailman throwing it in. Moves it to the far side. St. Mary's coming back. And off a foot, but they control it. And he started back. Down the far side, he lost it out of play. And that's going to be a knockdown. And Eagles very quickly come up kicking it up, but they blow the whistle, tell them to do it again. 10 minutes into this scoreless. 10 minutes into the second half in the scoreless Lynn City soccer tournament game. They knock it away. They got a chance. Great save by Carino. Got a hand on it and knocked it. They got loose. They drilled it, and Carino made a tremendous save. What an outstanding save. We got an English player down. I don't know if that was Coriolan. I just talked about what a great year he's had, and he's an outstanding player. He got loose, and from the left side, he drilled it. And Carino just made a save and a half. Got it with his right hand and stoned Jalen Coriolan. So just over 10 minutes played in this second half, no score. We got an English player down. Dennison Contreras was the English player that was down. It was nice to see, thank God. He got up and walked under his own strength to the sideline, so we hope he's going to be okay. But what a tremendous save by Jacob Carino. Mancanello comes out and gets to the ball first. He doesn't bother kicking it, he just throws it to the far side. They try to kick it back, it was picked off. Now, English gets it back. Broken up again, English gets it back. It gets deflected out off St. Mary's. So back and forth we go. But that was the shot of the game right there, that Marino made that save off an outstanding goal scorer, Jalen Coriolan. Yeoman knocks it ahead. It skips by everybody. English trying to tip it by the defense. They go back and get it. They keep it alive. Coriolan still with it. Still looking for it. And it goes out off St. Mary's. And they go very quickly with a corner kick, but they blow the whistle because they did a little too quick. And they blew the whistle for a sub for English. Coming from the near side. Carino got a piece of it and tipped it away. Couldn't catch it, but he got enough of it to knock it to the far side and get it out of harm's way. And he'll kick it deep. English knocks it back. St. Mary's couldn't keep it in, it went out of play. Glasgow and Lynn Tech will take center stage in the nightcap. English couldn't keep it in. It knocked into the English bench area. And St. Mary's will put it in play from there. Trying to center it. Mass goes by everybody, all the way across field and out of play. They had somebody out in front. English had a defender as well. But just sailed over everything and very quickly got out of bounds. And English will get to kick it away. Mancanello again. See, here he's looking to get downfield. English breaks it up. Coriolan clears it away. Nice little shift. They get it in the middle, broken up. Coming to the near side. Just keeping it alive was Garcia. Now it goes out. And very quickly, Miller with the throw in. It went out off St. Mary's, and now English gets the throw in. They get it upfield. To the near side. Coriolan gets it, his pass a little bit behind the intended receiver. Now they take it back. English down the far side, trying to center it. And here he clears it away. English with it. Coriolan, this would-be pass got blocked. And then it went out off Coriolan. We'll have a substitution for St. Mary's. Coriolan tried to get around, couldn't. Got blocked and knocked out by Hamill. Knocked to the middle, tipped up, Trying to set up a shot. They get the shot and they score. It tipped around. It got knocked around. And then everybody surrounded everybody, and we couldn't get anybody's number. English breaks the ice. It was a battle out in front. It got loose. Everybody looking for it, and they got lined up for a shot. And Garino had no chance. They knocked it in inside the near post. They were almost equal to the far post. They knocked it behind them. And English jumps on top 1-0. Broken up, back checking by St. Mary's. That was Gomez. Corleone tried to tip it ahead. Broken up, he gets it back. Cornell knocks it ahead. English keeping the pressure on, keeping it in. Corleone knocks it up. English got a head on it, but deflected away. And Garino will get to kick it away. We got a whistle. Kenny Lopez was the young man that got the goal. He won that battle out in front. Everybody trying to get a piece of it, bouncing around. He finally not only got it, but he got cleared enough that he could get a shot off, and Garino had no chance whatsoever for the save. Cornell knocks it ahead. Tipped by Mancanello will wait, play it on a couple of hops. And he'll just throw it upfield. Elman knocks it deep. Broken up. Halfway through and counting the second half, English has broken the ice. Garcia got a piece of it, trying to battle for it, and he was getting held and pushed. English will get the free kick. The winner of this will get the winner of the next game, Classical and Tech. And the championship round on Saturday. St. Mary's takes it away. Coming down that far side. Still with it. I think they're going to call English for hanging on. I think that was free or they were hanging on. The kick will come from inside the 30. From an angle, way over to the left side. They kick it again. Everybody gets a little too much foot, A little too much leg, sailed way out of play. And Canelo will get to kick it away again. And he drills it out near midfield, past midfield. Got a leg and a half. He should be punting for the football team. They tip it, and they tip it to the net. Garino has to get there first. They tipped it to the net, and it was very good to see. Contreras was the young man that went down and had to leave the game. He was back in. He almost beat Garino to the ball. He would have been in by himself. From down deep, slide across. I think we got, as he was sliding across, he got knocked down. This will be less than a corner kick. It's a lot closer. Just on the edge of the end zone line. So a lot shorter kick than a corner kick. Everybody gets a lot closer to the net. They just tip it, and they tipped it again. A little too much leg. Got it lined short, wound up on top of the net and out of play. I think at the next practice, the coaches are going to have to talk about, never mind trying to show off your leg. Angle it better. Get it closer. Another kick to midfield by Mancanello. They were passing it back, but there was nobody there. And it goes into the English bench area, and St. Mary's will get a break. They get it down deep. They got it all the way across. Mancanello was able to come out and play it on a hop. The only one around him was a blue shirt, hoping for a play. Coriolan. They give it back. It went over his foot. Nice, good effort. Little give and go. And they lost it out of play. Coriolan broke to the net, and it just bounced over his foot, or he might have had an opportunity. And then when he tried to get around the defense, he lost it out of play. Skips past. English back there to clear it. English controlling. And he pushed it too far. It goes out of play. One nothing. English. Goal by Danny Lopez. Skips past everybody. Broken up and knocked out. That was Coriolan. Tipped ahead. Blocked by Coriolan. It goes out of play. Yeah, we got a takedown. St. Mary's will get a free kick. LeBrun, he's one of those veterans back this year. He'll take the kick. It went by everybody. Closest to the ball were a couple of blue shirts, but it bounced and Mancanello grabbed it before anybody could get a foot on it. That was a nice kick by LeBron. St. Mary's. Bodies go down, no call on that one. English coming back the other way, trying to knock it deep. English will get there first. Coriolan squeezes through. Try to go through again. Cornell broke him up. That was Cornell trying to slide, make a play. He comes up limping a little bit. Saving that right ankle or foot. And English knocked it out. That went off LeBron. And now Freya, he was nursing that ankle, and he tried to play through it. Now he's just sitting down, almost like a stretch, a cramp. There's Gagnon. Nicole Gagnon, the trainer for St. Mary's, does a really nice job. All their sports. Freya's up. I guess they stretched it back so he's okay. We'll see him back. Coriolan will put it in play. Right down in front of us. Gets tipped out. St. Mary's defense. Coriolan fiddling and diddling, who had control but lost it. Out off English. They put it quickly in play. Almost looked like he reached up and caught that ball. Looked like he got his hands on it. Ailman gets it up. Pushing it up. And St. Mary's knocks it out. Ten minutes and counting left in this one. 1-0. The Bulldogs over the Spartans. They kick it deep. It'll go over the base end line and Mancanello will get to kick it away. Drills another one past midfield, headed back by St. Mary's. Down the near side, pass broken up nicely. Wow, that's a tough call. The two players in the ball camp, I think it was the ball that took the St. Mary's player down, but they're calling it on English and they're getting a free kick. St. Mary's is getting it from the 15-yard line. That's a tough call. They moved that English picket fence back a couple of yards. So here we go from the 15-yard line. Opportunity for the Spartans. And again, they tip it, knock it up over the net. They got it going in the right direction. Looking at it under the top crossbar inside the near post. But just a little too much lift and it went over the net and out of play. So that big opportunity for St. Mary's goes by the boards. And we're coming to the point where pretty soon it'll be, the clock will be the enemy for St. Mary's. Travis throws it to the far side. Broken up. That was Cornell, I believe. He made a nice play. St. Mary's coming back. They try to go to the far side. They were looking for Sullivan. They pop it up for Corleone. Tips it by, but then good defense by St. Mary's. Kaya Jackson knocked it out. English looking to get by. They try to settle it. Cornell's there to knock it away. Goes out of play. Clock winding down, 1-0 English. A nice goal by Danny Lopez. Garcia knocks it to the middle. Knocked to the far side. Skips past. English has it. Trying to get a shot off. It got blocked by the defense. It gets knocked way over to the far side. Aylman trying to go down. Gets blocked and then gets knocked out and he lost it out of bounds. St. Mary's makes a substitution. And it looked like it was going off English, but then it got touched by St. Mary's. They tried to knock it ahead. It blocked it away. English keeping it alive. They slip it to the middle. They can't get the shot off. When the English players went down, slow getting up, but he's getting up. St. Mary's, what a great play defensively. Slid just blocked the ball. Looked like they were trying to go around the defender, and they blocked it. And English has got the ball where they want it in St. Mary's territory, leading 1-0 with 3 minutes left in the game. They give it to Corleone coming down the near side. Blocked and knocked out. English will keep it in the St. Mary's end. Cornell got a head on it. They pushed it up and they let it roll out of bounds. They could have made a couple of passes along the way. They tried to carry it up and it just slipped off the foot and rolled out of bounds. They give it back to Mancanello, and he just boots it away. And we're in the final 2 minutes. St. Mary steals it away. And picked off nicely. That's Ailman, I believe, with a nice defensive play. A little behind the back pass by Corleone. And English, again, has got it where they want it. In the St. Mary's end, although St. Mary's takes it away. Corleone just took it away. And now St. Mary's knocks it out. I'm not sure what the whistle was for. I guess for the substitutions. St. Mary's got to get the ball back and get it the other end of the field. Ailman got stuck and he got banged and it goes out of play. St. Mary's will get the throw in. Frere was going to take it. Now it's Maroney throwing it in. And we got a knockdown. And with time winding down, St. Mary's has to hurry. LeBron will get the kick. And I think St. Mary's called a timeout before that. So timeout on the field, we're winding down. Can't be more than a minute or so left. The scoreboard stops at 2 minutes, the time being kept by the referees on the field. English leading 1-0. St. Mary's will get a free kick from just outside the 30. LeBron can certainly reach the net from here. So St. Mary's has a pulse. It's not heavy, but they have a pulse, but they need a goal in the closing seconds of this one. 1-0 English with the timeout. Time winding down for the Spartans. They got a free kick. LeBrun will take it from outside the 30-yard line. He can get it to the net. They almost have to score on this play, because if English clears it away, the half is going to shut down. It bounces right to Mancanello. They had a couple of blue shirts break into the ball, but they couldn't get to it. Mancanello played it on a hop. He'll kick it away. He'll take his time. And he boots it. And as he does, they blow the whistle, and that's going to do it. So the hard-fought 0-0 at halftime. They come out. Danny Garcia on a little bit of a scrum out in front of the net. It finally popped loose, and he was wide open for the shot and banged it inside the near post. And that was it. And English wins the game 1-0. St. Mary's really didn't have too many scoring opportunities. English had a couple. Torino had made one tremendous save off Coriolan. But Mancanello had a fairly easy time in net for English. So we've got 3/4 of the championship games on Saturday in the books. St. Mary's girls against Classical girls. Now St. Mary's boys. And it will be St. Mary's boys against either Classical or Tech, who will be playing next in the night game of this tournament. And that will be on Saturday. But right now, English will celebrate a hard-earned 1-0 win over St. Mary's. A tough loss for the Spartans. St. Mary's will go to 0-1. English will go to 1-2. St. Mary's will play the loser of this game coming up, Classical and Tech, in the Constellation on Saturday. And English will play the winner in the championship round of the 2021 Lynn City Tournament. Well, 1-0 English over St. Mary's. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.